Welcome to our channel for today. I have been appointed to discuss a little bit more about the Igbos. So in my today's presentation, I'll be focusing more on who the Igbos are, some of the things that were discovered among the Igbos. So the Igbos have preserved some of the artifacts which they came over from the land of Israel. For me personally, this is a call that is close to my heart. Why? Because I am Igbo. And growing up as a young man, I knew we were the children of Israel. But we did not have a documented history. It was a sort of oral tradition that was passed on by the elders. You hear it quote unquote on the street. But today, however, we know a lot more about this heritage that we have. With that said, I will be discussing about the Igbos. The Igbos are a mixed tribe of the family of Israel because we understand that are commingling within the tribe. When the kingdom fell in Judah, there was already multiple tribes living in Jerusalem at that time. In Nigeria, we are not taught the African history. We are taught European history, the Grecian, the Romans, the British, which gave the Europeans the audacity to say that Africa has no history, which is a real shame. Because when they say this, they either have a copy of the Bible in their homes or in their hand. I've heard from a friend of mine recently that they are thinking about removing history as part of the curriculum being taught in Nigeria, which is a real shame. They should spend more time teaching African history, in my own opinion. Because European history, they can learn anywhere. It's talked about on television. There are many books reading about this, but not the African history. So our strategy is very simple. We are going back into history before 1884, Berlin Conference, to bring up some of the distorted history, erased history, and corrupted history, and bring it to your view. Because that's where the truth lies. Contemporary history is well known. There's a lot of books written about this. So we'll not spend our time going to that. What's the point? You can go to the library and get books and read and understand the subject. However, not what is erased or was hidden. So if you are Igbo, I know that this meeting will be a good blessing to you. It will be a huge blessing. Because our history is not taught in school. And parents are not sharing this heritage with their children. A lot of Igbos do not know they are Hebrew. They are Hebrew. One thing to bear in mind is this. I think the awakening of Hebrew in West Africa is in line with prophecy. If you recall in the book of Revelation, it is the tribe of Israel that are sealed in their 12,000 to minister to the Gentiles after the rapture. So, with that said, most Christians believe that the church replaced Israel. That is wrong. That is a lie. The church does not replace Israel. Israel is still very relevant today. Different beginnings, different destination. The church had a beginning, the church will have an end, which I think is rapture. So prophecy is in line with what is going on in the world today. Being Ivri is waking up to your father's tradition, which God entrusted them with in the Torah. Because after the church, you are the one that will be ministering. We get a word that the fullness of the Gentile is coming to the faith, and they do not know it. That explains also what is going on today on the pulpit. We are living in the last hour. So our meeting is much more relevant than most breaking news on public television today. With that said, thank you for dropping by. Please enjoy the presentation And please, we would like to hear from you. If you have any comment or suggestions that will help us in our cause, please send it in. And show some support to the team that are doing this work, because it takes time to research information, translate, and then present information and then air it to you. It takes time. With that said, I bid you shalom and thank you for all your support, and God bless.